I have a son that served 5 years in the Guard. There are many folks in this room that have children and grandchildren that could be called to serve. If you get elected to Congress, are you going to support sending ground troops into Syria to defeat ISIS? And if so, why? If not, what do you propose to do about ISIS?
I served in the Marine Corps from 1986 to 1992. I was in Operation Just Cause when we overthrew Noriega, and then the next year I spent 10 months in Desert Shield, Desert Storm. I understand the sacrifice that comes with that. My father's retired Army, my brother's a Marine. We served in the Gulf together. I've lost a lot of good friends. I understand the sacrifice that comes with sending our troops overseas, and our President Bush II made the classic neoconservative mistake of thinking that military power alone can change the world. It cannot. Diplomacy changes the world. I'll go with Ron. You can shake somebody's hand or you can punch them in the mouth. You punch them in the mouth, they're going to be your enemy forever. You shake their hand and say, hey, let's work this together, you can change the world. We have caused such a mess in the Middle East because instead of saying, how can we fix this, we decided to just start swinging haymakers. Those haymakers have caused a disaster in Syria. The reality is we've got to shake the hands and put our arms around the people in the Middle East who can fix it, because we can't fix it. No matter how hard we try, no matter how many haymakers we throw in Syria, we are not going to fix a country that has been destabilized with the irresponsible military policy that we have caused. Bombing a church, bombing a synagogue, bombing a mosque, bombing a hospital isn't going to win the hearts and minds of the Syrian people. Ma'am?
30 seconds.
What?
You still got time.
Oh, I stopped time. So, how are we going to fix it? We're going to get a coalition of Arab and Muslim countries together to do what they need to do to fix the problem.
Mr. Sanyal?
Yes. You know, I always think everything is science and logic. And ISIS is fighting against the whole world. And say there are a group of people like this here, okay? So my theory is, who is funding them? They're not a nation, not a country. Where are they getting the money from? From their Muslim brothers in Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Middle East. Okay, so what I call Indian ancient wars, they would cast a fishnet, surround them, and no supplies can go to them. How can they survive without arms, including they use American guns and machine guns and Humvee, and of course Toyota Tundra, which I have, but so they use that. So we got to cut their supplies off and tell the Arabs or Muslim leaders that don't support them, and we're going to blockade them. They're going to starve.